two of my favorite New York athletes are John McEnroe, and I know he's not from New York, but it was also Lawrence Taylor. Hollywood Henderson was another one of my favorite athletes. Athletes that play with uncanny passion and didn't want to lose. The one thing I pulled from your doc is that you really took losing really hard. And that's one of the common denominators of you and I. How did you deal with when you lost?
Not very well, but I grew up in a sort of perfectionist household. The good part is that they push you, so that you're never satisfied in a way. And the bad part is they push you and they're never satisfied. It's sort of like you have to find that sweet spot, which is hard. Because no matter what I did, I felt like, it was like, all right, like, win the next one. It's like, is one Wimbledon enough? Is two Opens, three? At what point? Now I wish they had pushed me more, for God's sakes, with these other guys win 21 or 20. I'm like, I thought 7 was pretty good. I'm like, oh my God, I'm bogarting all these titles. I got to share some of the wealth. No. How stupid was I? So I sort of lost a little bit of that, like at a certain point, because I don't know what it's like in team sports, but you don't want to be totally alienated from everyone. Ultimately, tennis is a fraternity to some degree. You want that to be, even though we're all like mercenaries in a way. Yeah. So it's a weird thing to be a mercenary and a fraternity at the same time. And I had a little bit more tough time to be sort of in that island, where I was better than everyone. And then you have to sort of find ways to continue to want to be willing to sort of like be the jerk or the asshole in a way, to keep doing it. And at a certain point, I sort of was like not quite as intense about it. But the good part about losing initially is it's never good, but you learn from it, and you want to go out and sort of change a couple things and say, well, when I lost to Connors, okay, what am I going to do differently the next time? I like that part. So I could accept it. I wasn't that bad a loser, but, I certainly wasn't, too fond of it while I was playing, in the middle of the match. But I think my perspective was reasonable after I did lose for the first 8-10 years of my career.